Alright, what you see here is a Encon Petite ceiling fan installed in the basement. I did a video of it, well, I never really did an official video of it installed over here. The only video you guys saw it in was the National Ceiling Fan Day video where I revealed towards the end that it's been reinstalled in the basement. And Mark, Nathan, and Drew, the Fan Cave, S1 120, and Ceiling Fan Central, they've all done videos of this fan, but I actually never did just a testing video of it in its new location. So I figured I might as well do that since it's actually been up for a good 2 months now. And you might be wondering, why did I put a fan over here? Well, one, I'm a collector, so I mean, might as well install fans wherever I can if I can get away with it and such. And two, I do have a shelf over here, which I'll just show very quickly. So because of that, I'm in this area more often now, moving stuff around. And I figured I might as well put a fan here because now when I'm testing fans, or whenever I'm installing fans, it gets hot. So I take down the Minka Air Mesa, so I figured if I have another fan somewhere in the basement, it can at least still keep some air movement going around while I'm working on that, on the test mount area and such. So, yeah, I run this fan only when I'm down here. Basically, it's not running 24/7 like the Minka Air Mesa does. But this one I just run when I'm down here because the thing hums a lot. So it would be obvious to people upstairs that it would be running 24/7. But also this fan has stiff bearings, so I figured it would be best not to run it 24/7 as well. But yeah, and also I just missed having it installed. I really did like it over there. But I don't like it as much over here, but I mean at least I have it installed again. But it works good out over in this area. I was originally gonna put it like on the other side over there, not where that way it is, where it's like on the other side, but I think it just would not fit. Just trying to show the fan that's being tested right now, because I want to keep it a secret. But I was gonna put it maybe over here, but I definitely know it won't fit with that pipe there. If I put anything here, it would have to be on a down rod. Maybe the micro might go over here, the Monte Carlo micro. I'm not sure yet. But yeah. Just have this lamp over here because that's the only light that's on it. So yeah. And I do use a longer chain for the light. I just figured I put the original shorter one back on it for the testing video. I use this really long one that goes basically down to here with the Encon logo on it, the fob on it. I just have it like that so whenever somebody comes here, they don't have to like struggle to figure out which one's for the light. I figure if I had the longer one for the light, it's more obvious, and that way they don't have to keep turning the fan on by mistake and leaving on by mistake. Because that is something that happened one time when I had them hand me menu at 2 over there on the test mount. They were trying to find light in that area and they had left the fan on by mistake. So I figured at least I won't get blamed if something was left on by mistake or something. But yeah, but it's doing well over here. As you can see, it is a little bit more. Well, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it is more it's more beat up compared to when I first got it. I mean, I've been using it in the basement, so there's that. There's still a little bit of dirt from when I had it over there on the blade arms a little bit. But yeah, I really just missed having it installed, if anything, because I see a lot of fans like these as a kid. And I figured for a basement, it's definitely a good basement fan. And so, yeah. Originally, I was thinking about getting a Westinghouse version just so I wouldn't have to wear out this one, but these fans are so common, so if I wear out this one, I don't mind using it up and letting it get beat up down here and such. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show up the light. I'm using the same exact light bulb I had in it before. The only thing that is different is I'm using the Harbor Breeze Armitage mounting bracket on it instead of the one that came off this due to the it's like those, it's not rubber pads, but it's like the little cushioning thing they have above it so it doesn't hum as much. And with this fan humming a lot, I figured I might as well use that. In fact, let me shut off that light right behind me just so I can give an accurate reading of how much lighting it gives off. So it gives off a decent amount of lighting. I don't need a lot of lighting in this area. It's a small corner. But yeah, my mom's actually seen it and surprised she didn't say anything about it. But I guess she already figured I put something down right here anyways. But whenever I move out, I'm gonna swap it out anyway. So, and the owners of the building do not have a fan installed down here. No, they don't know. They never even been down here. The owners, they don't even know if it was like, or no, the husband's been down here, but I just turned the fan off on low. Thing is, they don't know if the fans were already installed before we came, because there was the mother of the new owners, who was the owner of the building before. So, for all they know, these fans were already installed down here before I came, and they never said anything about taking them down. So yeah, but they already do know that I have fans down here. They just don't know that I test fans down here. So yeah, but they're never here really, so I can get away with it. I just need to keep the basement organized and clean. But yeah, it hums the most on the low speed. But yeah, I did. There's 2 of these at a mini market. Oh my, yeah, the Native Americans. That's what they are. They never had globes. Every time I'd go by it as a kid, they never had globes. So for some reason, they just didn't even, not even light bulbs. They only used the fan portion to it. And I thought those were like Walmart or Kmart ones, but I don't know, they were Encons. So yeah. But when I found out that they were Encon Petites, I really wanted to get the Encon version since they're a childhood for me. And those 2 they're a bit beat up. The one over the counter is more worn out because they've been using that one non-stop, so it's covered with dust, as you saw in the video of the fans in Salem for 2019. I don't know what it is, but seeing 6-bladed huggers like these in a little bit more of a worn out condition is kind of childhood for me. Or if it's like very dusty. I think it's because of those 2 right there, if anything. Especially it reminds me of like some flea markets that would have like huggers like these, and they're like very dusty looking. But yeah, definitely, it's doing a job over here, and so that's the main reason why I put it up. Alright, now for medium. I mean, it still has a bearing noise to it, which is another reason why I figured, you know what, if it's going to be a fan I put down here, I might as well put up a more beat up one instead of getting one that's really in nice condition and have that get beat up. Unless it's something that's easily replaceable, or I can find another one else easily. Plus, when I had it over there, it did kind of get a bit dinged up from the few times I taken it and taken it down to reinstall it for testing out a fan and such. So, this has been sitting around the basement for a year, and the blades have been like tossed around somewhat, like moved around a lot, so they got scuffed a little bit. So I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna put up a nicer one somewhere else, I might as well just get a nice one, because this one's already not in the most presentable condition like it used to be from when I first got it. I would have put this up actually a while ago, but I was very hesitant on it in case my mom would find out and flip out at me about it, but she didn't, surprisingly. This one's actually connected to the actual power. Like it's not like it's a plug-in test mount type thingy like the other one is over on the other side. This is actually direct installed here, so that was the other reason why I was more hesitant on installing it. But the main thing was I didn't want to put it up and then have the blades hit the pipe, and luckily it clears it, so yeah. I just figured that if people had like working down here and they're working in like this area, at least they'll have something that can cool them down if they want, because this basement gets really hot at this time of the year. You'd think it gets hot in the summertime, but it's actually the opposite, because the heat, the oil tank for the heat, and the hot water gets used a lot more at this time of the year. Oh, the hot water one's running all year long, but the one for the heat over there, that one runs a lot, and this time of the year could be using the heat more, so makes the basement really hot, so to the point that you can start sweating. Hence the reason why I even installed fans, this one originally to the beginning of when I had it on the other side. Still runs well. I mean, considering that I'm gonna use it now when I'm down here, so I mean, it still runs well. It's definitely humming a lot more over here than it used to over there, but that doesn't really surprise me. Cause this beam's a little bit skinnier than the huge one over there. I was thinking about some people have told me to put cardboard boxes in between the box and the beam, but since this is not one that I put up, I am not messing with that because there's a lot of old wiring there, so I'm really not trying to... It's not like out of date. It's not like old wiring that's not up to code. It is up to code, but I just don't want to mess around with it, especially since it's directed. It's not like the plug-in type beam for like a test, or the box that's put up when it's like set up to a test mount. This one's directed to the actual power of the house, more so. Well, basically the wiring to this goes directly to the breakers, whereas the other one I had to plug it into something in order to do it. So I really don't want to mess around with the wiring on this one. Oh yeah, it definitely gives off a good breeze. And you guys might notice in some of the videos when I've been testing fans down here now that you'll hear like the bearing noise of this fan running in the background, and that's because I do run this fan when I'm testing fans down here, because sometimes, basically I don't want to keep the fans I'm testing running the whole time while I'm down here, or if I'm like flipping the blades over, if I'm reinstalling it or uninstalling it, or if I'm like showing it in the off position or the low position, they can still be very hot down here. So I figured I'd leave this on while I'm showing it like on the lower speeds, so at least there's still some air movement down here, so it's not too hot. I was also thinking of putting the Laguna over here, but since that's a new in-box one, I'd rather put a used one over here. Probably it's more easy to find Encon Petite compared to a Laguna. Though, well, a new in-box Laguna, that is, not a used one. Lagunas are pretty common too, but yeah. Alright, shut it off and spin down. Right now it's not too long on this fan. Though it's a little bit longer than it used to be compared to when I first installed it, because it hadn't been used in a year and there was a lot of gunk getting inside of it. So I did put some oil in it and some WD-40. And there's the heat running. But since this fan's spinning down now, I'm not going to end the video for it. But yep, that's what makes the basement really hot. Makes it like a good 70 to 80 degrees. Or sometimes it feels like it's 90 degrees in here at times. Yeah, I'll show it on reverse very quickly, just because. But yeah, after the video, I'm gonna put the longer pull chain back on it, because, especially I mean, if people come in here, the first thing they see is just complete darkness, so they would have to like blindly look around to find a chain to put some light on in here. So that's the other reason why I had a longer chain on it. Surprisingly enough though, even though this fan's just a 30-inch fan, on the high spot I can feel a little bit of the breeze from over where I test the fan, so I can feel it from the floor a little bit. So it does actually kick around a decent amount of air for its size. And I'm actually surprised that it's like in the corner too, so. But even when it was over there, I did keep the basement pretty cool, but the air does a much better job since it's a 42-inch fan. But this one definitely, for a fan this size, it's definitely not a bad performance. It's just not the best made fan, since it's an Encon and such. But they do the job, and that's what's important. Definitely moves more than a lot of 30-inch huggers of this type. Hence the reason why I like these quite a bit. I feel like these and like the Hampton Made Minuets, like the two best 6-blade, not high quality 6-bladed fans you can get that are 30 inches and such. yeah. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.